Pitfield is as we say, in this sort of extraordinary position where we are able to develop a globally significant, WA based in a tier 1 jurisdiction, we deliver a critical metals company.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Sean Bunn, Managing Director of Empire Metals. Sean, good to see you again. You've raised £2.5 million through an oversubscribed placing, so another vote of confidence in your Pitfield project in Australia.
Yeah, I think so. I think the market is, realising the potential of this project. With the £2.5 million raise at this point in time, we've now taken our cash balance, we've announced, to just under £5 million, so £4.8 million as we sit here, in the treasury to go forward with, and to obviously to start to expand and accelerate our work.
So tell us how you plan to apply these additional funds, Sean.
Well, look, we announced back in August the discovery of this anatase, high purity anatase ore, sitting right at surface on top of the major, this big giant scale titanium system. So, effectively we've got the drill rigs up there at the moment. We announced that the other week. Diamond drilling has commenced, collecting some shape and size of this weathered cap. It's also collecting metallurgical samples so we can start our accelerating our test work. But the real point here is, this is a high purity anatase system, and we really need to spend a bit of time and money on the research and the metallurgy as well as the drilling to understand its true potential.
Sean, you said investors are recognizing the potential of the Pitfield project. What separates Empire and Pitfield from the rest?
Well, this is a unique giant scale, high grade. We're no waste, no stripping of overburden. It's a soft rock deposit. So all these physical characteristics that make it extremely advantageous. But what I'm really fascinated by now is the fact that we've got this anatase mineral. It's rutile. It's a variant of rutile, which is a highly valued, well sought after titanium mineral. We believe this mineral will respond very simply to basic mineral separation techniques. So what that means in a nutshell is, I don't think it's going to be that difficult to concentrate up the anatase ore. And once we've done that, well, we can move into methods of beneficiating it, digesting it, and bringing out what will be a very high value, titanium product. I'm looking to make a feedstock, if you like, for, the titanium pigment or even the titanium metal industries.
So, Sean, what sort of news flow then can investors expect in the weeks and months ahead?
Well, the metallurgical test work, we're not waiting, of course, for these particular drill results and the met core that they'll deliver. We do have, in our sample system, samples to start work on, and we're doing that. We should be able to announce some CIDA test results on the anatase ore shortly. What I'm really focused on right now is sort of looking at our development plans going forward. What are the major steps, the catalysts, the value adds? And one of the things that becomes very apparent to me, at least, is that Pitfield is as we say, in this sort of extraordinary position where we are able to develop a globally significant, WA based in a tier 1 jurisdiction, we deliver a critical metals company, which I think separates us well from the pack of companies that are making ilmenite or concentrates and selling it on as an intermediate. We're in the right spot at the right time, and we're well funded.
Well, Sean, I hope you'll keep us posted on any additional progress. Thank you very much for the update today.
Yeah, you're welcome, Stephen.
Sean Bunn, Managing Director of Empire Metals.